This is going to be a bit of a weird one. Umbra is running slightly late, so he will be joining us uh when he gets here. So sit tight for now
We destroyed the Illuminate once.
and enjoy the hustle and bustle of a super destroyer.
The gloom. What's going on in there?
And now, another helpful tip from General Brash.
Hear that? That's the sound of heavy armor, stopping the spread of democracy in its tracks. See? Enemies that are more heavily armored require you to be more heavily armed. That's the stuff. With the right stratagem, there's no defense democracy cannot penetrate. Brash tactics. Use them or die trying.
Okay, sorry everyone for the hold up that's been going on. I think I just cancelled that friend code. Whoops. Okay, anyway, let's skim through some armor and see what we want to take on our mission. Light armor will get us absolutely killed in a matter of 30 seconds. So let's... The DO1 Tactical looks a bit bulky, but fighting the Illuminate in OG War Gear would be pretty cool. Groundbreaker, I don't need the extra grenades. XO3 Prototype, the arc resistance is nice, but probably wouldn't take it over anything else. Hero of the Federation. I don't think I need the Democracy Protects. I think I might just stick with the Bloodhound. As its unflinching nature allows precise aiming and accuracy. When being hit by bugs, I'll keep the Predator helmet. It looks black enough. Or I could go, nah, that just looks wrong. Yeah, I'll keep the same cape as well.
Show me care. Enlist in the Super Earth Armed Forces and destroy the automaton threat.
A lot of enlistment ads, which is kind of strange, considering, like, I'm already enlisted.
You're doing democracy's work.
Back of that helmet looks a little very green. Oh well. Let's see if I can buy anything. Urban Legends. Nah, still saving up for that. Flame Sentry, so I can then try and get this anti-tank emplacement. The Concrete Jungle FRV pattern isn't too bad, but I definitely want the This is democracy! This is democracy! Sparta! Yes! Super pedestrian. Ah, yes, pedestrians out here carrying overpriced Killzone collab shit. Review under investigation for treason. Yeah, no, I think a lot of one-star reviews have come out about this, so I wouldn't be surprised. Super credits, not going to buy any of those right now.
Hail Super Earth.
What? Oh, Super Earth. I thought it was another kind of dictator.
I see you've secured some research samples. You can spend those at the terminal over there to upgrade the Super Destroyer. Get enough of them, and we'll see what this baby can really do. The bugs are basically an out-of-control pest, and you're the exterminator. If the Terminids had stayed on the Element 710 farms where they belonged, all this bloodshed could have been avoided.
Oh, so you're telling me that you want the bugs to just sit there and, okay, I'm gonna get removed for treason in a minute. Let's just stop there.
I hear a new voting algorithm is coming soon. Supposed to have even better candidate selection than the current one, if you can believe it. The average Helldiver mission approaches the cost of a Liberty-class cruiser. Just goes to show how critical our mission is to the war effort.
Look, I know you're like a multi-planet interstellar nation, but what the hell is your GDP and why the is everything so expensive? To be fair, when you're firing freaking lasers from the sky, you expect good quality. And I guess with quality comes price, etc., etc.
Some of the crew like to talk about what they'll do when the war is over. I don't allow that sort of thing. We need to focus on the fight.
Yeah, maybe give him a break.
Keep up the good work, Helldiver. Once we win, the planets we're fighting over will finally be allowed to prosper, like the rest of the Federation. The automatons are a good reminder to never get complacent. It's like I always say, military spending is always money well spent.
Yeah, that checks out. North Korea style.
We used to play bug killers out in the schoolyard. Whoever could kill the most bugs by the end of recess won. Sometimes the teachers would join in too. I heard that some dissidents wanted us to select our own candidates instead of using the algorithm. Great idea. Everyone will just become a political expert overnight. Treasonous morons. If I had all the super credits in the galaxy, I'd try to find some way to convince our enemies to embrace freedom. Maybe print 1 trillion pamphlets or build 1 billion interplanetary radio stations. Something to break through whatever propaganda they're feeding them. It's just a pipe dream. We gotta kill them all. Flag-forsaken bots. They just won't accept freedom, no matter how hard we give it to them. I can't wait to get home again. It's the little things you miss, you know? Like sitting in candlelight on Heroes Day, chanting with my family and renewing our vows of citizenship together. Back when I was a kid, the local loyalty officer would give us sweets for telling him what was going on with the adults around town. Things they were saying, where they were headed, that sort of stuff. Nice to look back and know you were helping keep everyone safe, even if you didn't know it. You ever run into any equipment issues, let me know. I've got your back. When I was a kid, I always loved All Heroes Eve. The adults would all dress up as bugs and ring our doorbells, and we'd have to fire 3 shots in the air and say, "No fascism here, insects!" At the end of the night, they'd reenact the Battle of Liberty Peak, and we'd all get cake. Long ship deployments are great for saving up. You get the family separation bonus, which more than makes up for the bunk and chow fees. Of course, I don't qualify for the bonus since I haven't been approved yet, but once I am, I'll have a nice nest egg saved up. Before I joined the service, I'd never left my home planet. Now I see a new planet almost every day. Makes me appreciate what a beautiful democracy it'll be once we finish stamping out those fascist bugs. You ask me, I don't think the automatons are self-aware. I think someone built them and programmed them to hate freedom. Some new kind of alien, maybe. When I need some motivation, I like to read the Helldiver ethos. Picks me right up. Sometimes I read too much and get overly motivated and kind of jittery and need to put it down. I just set all the ship's clocks back an hour for freedom savings time. I'm gonna spend my extra hour doing another round of maintenance checks. It's nice, because today I won't have to work overtime to get them done. Hey there, Helldiver. I know you put your neck on the line for regular folks like me every day. It's not much, but I donate 15% of every one of my paychecks to the War Fund. It's the least I can do. When I face Super Earth for the vow of allegiance every morning, I can almost always feel where it is. Even in a brand new part of the galaxy. I heard dissidents set another weapons factory on fire. They didn't take responsibility, of course. Tried to blame it on working conditions. Tell that to the 27 dead patriots and their families. There might be a lot of automatons, but at the end of the day, they're just a bunch of mass-produced walking scrap. Every Helldiver's an army of 1. But 4 of them on a team, that's 4 armies. So, who really has the numbers advantage?
Justice is every citizen having an equal chance to excel within their assigned role. Justice is Super Earth.
Helldiver! Every day you put yourself at risk to defend freedom and liberty, and I just want to say, Thank you. Whenever the war gets me down, I try to remember that at least I'm a free citizen. It's up to me how I serve Super Earth. Can't take that for granted. If Terminids didn't decompose into Element 710, we'd have eradicated them completely a long time ago. They should count themselves lucky. I earned a few more citizenship points the other day. All it took was reporting some unpatriotic talk I heard in the barracks. Now there's one less dissident, and I get one more doctor's visit every year. Ship's in top shape, Helldiver. Ready to dispense democracy wherever you choose.
Some of these quotes are relatively concerning.
Imagine what it would be like to live there. Democracy's kind of like these machines I work on. Needs regular maintenance to keep running smoothly. And the bugs are sort of like if bugs got into one of these machines. The only thing to do would be to exterminate them.
Yeah, good euphemism. Using bugs for software bugs. All bugs must be eradicated.
You know, sometimes, as a technician, you gotta realize when something's beyond repair. When it comes to these automatons, there's no fixing them. Only solution is to wipe the slate clean. If I were a Helldiver, I think my favorite enemy to kill would be the bots. I bet watching them spark and explode really lights up your freedom-loving heart. You know, if it weren't for Super Earth, I couldn't even afford these high-tech tools I use every day. And they lease them out to me so I can do my job. Pretty low interest rate, too.
What the hell is this economy?
I heard the Chow Hall got a shipment of purples in today. They're not my favorite fruit, personally, but it's nice just to have something different. Sometimes, I almost feel bad for our enemies. Living without democracy. No say over their own lives, just believing whatever they're told. Sad. I'm hoping to raise my citizenship level by the time I retire. If I ever have kids, I'd want them to be able to purchase a small pet someday, like a goldfish. Or even a hamster. The Ministry of Expansion says we're actually still in the early stages of galactic colonization. Really blows your mind. All those planets settled since the Great Galactic War, and we're still just getting started. Nobody... I don't blame them. All of us had Helldiver posters all over our bedrooms growing up. I still have to pinch myself sometimes.
Okay, that's just kind of creepy.
01000001 01001000. That was the first intercepted bot message. Our analysts think it means kill all humans.
Okay, good news. Looks like Umbra will be joining us shortly. So... One, 5, 6, 9... Let's check some of this broadcast status.
No trace of their former selves, showing no recognition of loved ones or the Super Earth. The voteless. Tragically, they are completely beyond saving.
Oof. Looks like we gotta shoot them all.
By redoubling their commitment to
Alright, that should be sent. Hello, give me a second to get this. Alright. Now, I should just have to change my audio input for stream. Make sure you got crossplay on. Neither do I. Options, gameplay. Crossplay on. Options, gameplay. Crossplay on. Options, gameplay. Crossplay. Try again. Different code. 1628 6556. That's all right. Sound output device.